us all. And the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown, we'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. The leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.
Hello everyone, this is the Nameless One, and today we will be continuing the Lost Memories Second Chances campaign. I have here with me today, if I can get to where I was trying to, there we are, Cold, Ice, Moon, and Nez. Our other concept with a name is not here today, because everybody forgets that just because Nameless doesn't remember that to do a roll call doesn't mean that there's no session. Again, I should probably really set a bot up for it.
Yeah, he wasn't clear. I'm not sure if he made plans or if he just already had plans that would have canceled either way.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah.
Nope.
So, who wants to do my recap? Cold, do my recap.
Alright, started the session. Pyre basically told her everything she knew about Tanibus, Luna, some of the shit that's going on with that, and that we have to go to Tartarus to get an amulet to do that. Basically kind of moved our way, traveled, ended up meeting up with the storyteller. Basically, she told us about a story about a prince during a war finding himself a lover, came through together through communal misery. One of the commanding generals kidnapped her, put her into eternal sleep, which kind of helps in a way. Tried to use her to kidnap him, it failed, and the story has not reached its conclusion. The second story that she told was a snake slithers into someone's home, whispers promises of great things. Whenever someone took it up, it goes wrong. She gave a couple of instances. Doc thought one of them sounded familiar, missed his intelligence roll. Basically, the idea is careful what you wish for. Several of the people talked to the Tanibus about various different things, confirming things. The Kazite continues to disappoint Doc. Nebula isn't doing too great. Then we ended up doing a time skip because it would have taken us 11 days otherwise. A couple people did a couple things to improve their skills. Pyre critically failed. Once we arrived at the nuclear wastes, we put the medallions on. Thankfully, Emerald seems to work, so hopefully we're good on that.
It works well enough.
Enough. Yeah. During the watches, we see various blobby things out there. But so far, we all seem to be doing okay. Now we are standing in front of a stone cave where right next door seems to be an unexploded bomb. Doc gave some ground rules for going in. Don't separate, don't make deals. If you hear or see familiar faces, don't trust them and stay on the beaten path. And that's about where we left off.
Okay.
Okay. It's time for y'all to go to hell.
You tell us all that all the time.
No, I tell you, shut the hell up. There's a difference.
Touche.
Let me... We'll go with... Oh god, that's loud. So.
Could you turn the music down just a little bit? Thank you.
The music is at 8.
Yeah, that's good.
I didn't do anything to it.
Weird. It started really loud and then it got softer. Anyway.
Okay, so Cold is hallucinating.
No, it was louder.
A little bit, yeah.
Are you talking about the hill of pain thing? Because I had two things that I started with, and then I turned down the ambient sound one.
Okay, that might have been the one.
Because the music has not changed volume.
Must have been the other one thing.
Fucking crazy people.
We're all insane.
Yep.
Especially Ice. Why Ice?
Especially me.
I haven't decided yet. We'll figure that out later.
For some reason it got really quiet and now I can barely hear it. While you were talking.
Yeah, as long as it's there, we're fine.
Yeah, I know it all by heart anyways.
How many hours have you had to listen to it?
I'm not counting, and I don't care to count now.
At least 20 sessions worth.
Mm-hmm.
I have not been here that long.
True.
Touche.
I have been here for every session since whenever I joined.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care to go find out when that was. Anyways. You guys are standing at the gates of Tartarus. If you remember, there is an unexploded nuclear device sticking through the now open doors.
Pyre is going to block the side of Crazy Joe.
Is the nuclear device the face facing in or out?
In.
Uh,
It looks like it was launched at the gates and never fully fulfilled its purpose. The gates are open, though.
I remember last session I rolled an unprompted IQ check just to make sure I knew what a bomb was. And then I rolled yes. So, are we gonna deal with that, or is that just fine?
How do you propose we deal with it? Set it off?
How far away do you gotta be for that to be safe?
Further than you can throw a rock.
I can throw a rock pretty far.
Yeah. Ixnay on the adjective. Looking over at Crazy Joe and
What
Copper
about
Joe.
magic?
I don't have magic in the first place.
Yeah,
Then don't go touching the bomb.
Okay.
the bomb is not magic.
Okay, it's magic enough like.
We don't want to find out if it is magic, so I'll stay away from it.
Yeah, good point.
So, Doc said he'll be back in 3 minutes, but what do?
Wait for Doc. He explicitly said do not separate.
I still feel like this is really stupid. Why are we going to Tartarus of all places? Like, I know you explained it all, but like, this just feels weird.
Well, Doc said we're all involved just because I am, and I apologize for that. But we don't get this thing. Well, our elk friend basically said, don't.
Your old friend said don't? Like, yeah? I guess he did. But like, you're just gonna stop the sentence there?
Well, they said don't because, well, they didn't say anything specific, but there would be consequences. Though, I don't like the idea of delivering it, but I think I might have some ideas to deal with the situation once it comes up.
Well, I guess we will. I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I have no idea what to do in this situation.
Try not to die.
Well, can do. I've been avoiding death my whole life, and I haven't failed yet.
Good to have a track record.
Well, situation's kind of new for me. Not exactly the first time I've gone into danger, but definitely the first time I've gone to hell. Plenty of people told me to do that before, but first time actually doing it.
Been told to do it a lot, but this first time I actually tried.
I suppose kind of while we're waiting, I go and check on Nebula.
seems distracted, but otherwise okay. Relatively speaking.
As best as she can in the circumstances.
Yep. So apparently we're just waiting on Doc.
Basically. Unless you want to have him start following us in, and even then, want to be careful.
I would assume that poo brains are always just following us. Whether or not whether they exist or not is just dependent on whether or not we pay attention to them.
What's your call, Nameless?
I mean, that's kind of what I was planning to treat it as, but it sounds like he was about to say something.
Okay.
What, me? No, that was the end of it.
I'm pretty sure I heard Moon.
Nah, he's been muted this whole time.
I swear to God I heard somebody try to speak.
Can you call us hearing things?
Hey, at least the volumes aren't doing imaginary shit for you guys, or for me, like it is for you guys. Over here, like, oh, I can't hear the music. The music's too loud. I didn't touch the volume.
Okay, fine. I'll blame Discord.
But the thing is we all agree on when it went up and down, though.
Yeah.
Which means it's you who's supposed to
We can all agree that, it just completely stopped when you started ranting about it, right? It started again, but it, stopped when you was complaining about it. You guys heard that, right?
Yes.
The motherfucker's trying to gaslight me or some shit.
Yeah, I can watch the
gaslighting you,
recording
you're just
later.
saying.
Well, all that matters is that Nameless and his viewers hear it correctly. I would imagine that it would work like that.
Yes, they hear it correctly, as the musicians were complaining last night. Apparently, they hear it twice. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but they were also complaining about that, or somebody was. I think it was Saf.
Yeah.
And musicians would notice. So, I suppose if we're going to go ahead and treat Doc as Moonbrain for the moment, I think we should probably start.
Did you just say
mentoring
moonbrained?
him. Sorry, poo-brained. It's the morning for me.
moonbrained.
Deal with it.
I have never felt so accurately insulted in my life.
Good timing.
Welcome back, Moon.
Oh, what a hell of a time to come back, Moon. Oh, God, that's great. Anywho, the problem has solved itself.
Did the bomb blow up?
No, you came back.
Oh. Okay.
Well, that would have solved the problem, but not the way we would have wanted.
Yeah. I don't think our radiation charms will defend against a nuclear explosion.
Oh, no, not at all.
Especially not my mine.
The explosion itself is not radiation.
Well, it kind
Well,
of is.
that doubles my point. That reinforces it.
Yeah, it's the concussive force that kills you.
Don't
The
mind
radiation is just a disinfectant.
Don't mind the
Anyway.
screaming dog in the background while we continue.
Fire kind of motions for Doc to go first. Like, well, you've been here first.
Oh, I see. Send me into Tartarus first. Okay. And then Doc just walks in to help.
Fire's right behind him.
One second.
Rapid will follow.
Rifle out. Bayonet affix.
Yeah, that's too much boss battle. Apparently, I have not used that one before. We'll use this one. This is still too loud. There we go. So, when you guys get in, there is a fairly narrow stone pass, like walkway, that as you're walking along, the first thing you really notice about it is just how high up you suddenly are. Like, altitude-wise, as far as you're aware, nothing changed. But if you look off the edge of the walkway, it's a long way down into just green fire. There's also the sound of lots of pained screams. Occasionally, while you guys are walking, you see individuals manifest in the flames briefly, and some of them are actually like recognizable for you. You know, occasionally as your character recognizes like the occasional classmate that you had seen die. Doc sees family, friends, and former party members.
What? Why specifically classmates? Like,
Because that's what I picked.
Okay, fair enough.
My
high school
very
bully.
traumatic.
Rapid, you see people that you knew from your tribe before you started wandering. That some of them you thought were still alive, but now you're second guessing. And of course, you see quite a lot of hunters. Which one am I to? Which one of your characters is this called?
Yeah, it would be me. I'm the spawn hunter.
No,
Pyre.
like which Pyre?
Pyre.
Okay.
Yeah, Pyre.
He's got two Kirin who are angry and fight things with weapons. And they're both named after fire.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Anyways,
I mean,
so yeah, occasionally you'll see like manifestations of people that you knew at one point. What do?
my character turned around and started walking in the opposite direction, like at green flames, like even before all the screams.
Oh,
So
the
he-
treason.
I'm just leaving.
Very bold for you to turn around with bayonets.
I'm not dealing with that. No, just no.
If you think this is bad, what do you think lies in store for our future?
That's future Emerald's problem. But present day Emerald is leaving.
Well, if you can't handle this, then both present day Emerald and future Emerald are useless.
Is it tight?
Thank you.
I like how there's a little bit of philosophy there that I have heard, and then like before I could ponder it, there was just this big loud sneeze.
We're fighting against beings that made God. If you can't handle Tartarus, then you can't handle them.
Oh no, I feel like the ones that made spell spawn are maybe a little worse.
No, they just need magic bullet.
at least I have like a direct counter to them, at least slightly. I don't know what to do with machines.
I like how this conversation went from you being a coward to like, no. Machines are worse than this stuff.
Like, I would imagine Mr. Poobrain over there, point at Ivory. He could probably tell you all sorts of like, you know, like spooky heebie-jeebies about magic. Yeah, I grew up hearing all that stuff about machines, and I don't want like nanites or whatever. I'm gonna go.
Well, you want to deal with the creatures out there on your own, here's your choice. But we really shouldn't dally.
I was here when you get stabbed. I can patch you up. Out there, you're on your own.
It was fine for a while. Like,
So, both of the cultists that have been following you guys bolt.
Goodbye.
yeah.
Surprised they didn't leave earlier.
Just to be clear, they're bolting out, right? They're not bolting deeper in.
They're bolting out.
Yeah. Well, good enough reason to leave. I
also want to say that all but one of the rolls that they made were one off from passing.
Oh yeah, I should probably. I didn't even roll for it. I just decided I wasn't dealing with that.
Well, they both have manophobia and impulsiveness.
Is this manophobia?
Yes.
This isn't. This.
I mean,
I don't know. Green fire seems pretty magic-y.
it's a magic.
Yeah, but for some reason, yeah, I guess it does, but like it just doesn't feel like the same kind of magic.
Well, that's because
This feels like.
this is an ancient magic.
Yeah.
This is
Magic
not
magic.
mundane in any way,
Yeah.
or technological.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it is.
Again, we really shouldn't dally. Either leave or don't.
Turns out we went to robot.
I'm.
There you go. Don't worry.
Let's-
When we eat,
make
I'll
this
give you an
quick.
extra portion of whiskey.
So, you guys are continuing?
Yep.
Yep.
When you do that, as you get further in, you notice that the area gets wider, more comfortably, like, able for you guys to, like, walk without having to look too far over the edge. And you start to notice, like, skeletons. Some of them seem fairly recent, and you could tell that they were probably psychos, because who else would be halfway into the flames? It's hard to tell exactly how long ago they died, because, half a burnt skeleton it makes it difficult to guess.
I'd reckon they've been here at least 5 minutes.
I agree.
That
This
leaves-
feels like an accurate assessment.
Pyre just kind of has her attention of going forward because she wants to get this ambulance. She wants to get out.
Yep.
As you guys continue on, the area finally widens out into almost a giant pedestal. The flames have dipped down far enough that they're not immediately visible from around the edge, though the green glow does cast it in an eerie light. This looks like an area that if you're looking for something, it might be worth searching.
I suppose it's about time to start looking around.
I'm not even sure what I'm looking for.
Amulet?
Yeah, but like, we got a
Uh,
very vague description.
Just look for something
it's-
that looks magic and important.
It's black, it's a dragon skull.
Does anyone see anything like that?
I distinctly have a much harder time noticing magic things than most ponies.
If you do not have search or scrounge, roll perception -4 if you're going to help search.
Okay.
Because that
I
is the
always-
default.
Made it.
Okay. Wait,
It was intelligence, he said?
perception.
Oh, perception, my bad. Ignore that one then. Technically it's the same, but whatever.
Either way, you failed pretty badly. Along with Doc. Rapid and Pyre, as you guys are like looking around, picking a few loose bones, you notice a fairly large skeleton off towards the far end of the round area, and as you are like looking it over, you don't recognize the species because it's a species that you don't see anymore. But under the sizable skull, you see the glint of something black and shiny.
Pyre is going to kind of very carefully kind of maneuver the skeleton to see if she can get a better look and hope it's what she's looking for.
Underneath that skull is what appears to be the amulet you're looking for.
Pyre just kind of hesitantly reaches for it. Is it around a chain or anything?
It is, in fact, secured by a string.
Where is the string attached to?
The cervical spine.
She's going to kind of take a very close look.
At the cervical spine?
Well, where the string's attached to. She wanted to make sure it's not trapped.
It's around. I'm not sure what you're looking for here.
If you say around the neck, that would make more sense.
The cervical spine and the neck are the same thing.
Just needed clarification.
Yeah,
She
we're
kinda-
not doctors.
I suppose she kind of carefully removes it, but, you know, doesn't break the string. Like, lifts it over the head.
The bones make bone noises.
But I now have it in my possession.
You do.
Pyre kind of just looking it over. I really don't want to give this to him. Given the storyteller's tales.
You're the dumb sod who made the deal.
I got a couple choices what I could do. Right now, I don't want to try any of them down here. Let's get out of here. She kind of puts it away.
Okay. So, as you guys start to head out, a half-burned corpse starts climbing out as you're about halfway back, climbing out of the fires, and looking at, of all people, Emerald.
Am I also looking at Emerald?
You are Emerald.
Sorry, I think I missed half the description. I appear to be confused.
You appear to be very confused. Are you okay?
Hello, confused.
Probably.
Do you remember who you are now?
No, I knew. That's why I asked, because I was very confused why I would be looking at myself, and yeah.
A half-burned
Sorry,
corpse
what happened
climbs
again?
out of the fire and looks at you. What about a half-burned corpse says Emerald?
For some reason, my brain missed what you were saying and auto-corrected that we leave, and we come across, and as we leave, we see me. So I thought it was like a doppelganger, not something looking at me. I'm dumb. Okay.
You guys aren't out of Tartarus yet.
Yeah. Pyre takes one look at that and just kind of starts quickly ushering the group. We better get out of here. I mean, the asshole May said it isn't guarded properly. Kind of points at the large skull and doesn't mean it ain't guarded.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with that. I'm ready to just go.
So as you guys start to leave, the half-burnt corpse starts crawling towards Emerald, saying,
The prince will save us.
I'm... What?
That kind of gets a reaction out of Pyre. She kind of looks back, kind of conflicted, but then just shakes her head. We're leaving.
Yep.
as you continue to head towards the gates of Tartarus, you start to notice that that corpse was not the only one. As dozens start to claw their way out of the flames, all of them seem to be intent on getting to Emerald.
Any of them get near me? I'm just curious. Or are they just approaching me and
You guys are moving at a
definitely
pace that is faster than they can keep up with.
Quick.
Yeah, I pick
Keep
up
up.
the pace. Just none of that nonsense.
What were you saying, Moon?
I said, quick, keep hobbling.
Yeah.
Watch your steps.
I will note that
Why me?
as soon as you exit Tartarus, they let out a collective shriek that sounds of both pain and anger, but they are not able to follow you.
Well, that was rather intense.
Why me? It said something about a prince, but why me? I don't get it. What was that?
I don't understand it either, but
You're broad because out of all of us, you're the prettiest.
Pyre kind of glares at Doc but doesn't say anything.
You said I get an extra ration of whiskey? You mind if I have that right now? That was... no.
Yeah.
So
You want some ketamine with it?
I'll pass.
Doc, Rapid, and Pyre. You three roll a quick intelligence for me.
Oh wait, oh, I hit the wrong button. My bad.
I made it.
Well, you weren't supposed to roll anything in anyways, Emerald. It was Doc, Rapid, and Pyre.
Oh.
You were busy experiencing traumatizing experiences and alcohol.
Yeah.
So, Rapid, you're just kind of like, things just happened. And for the other two, you actually remember that this isn't the first time that somebody has been called Prince. I think this is just the first time it was that directed. And that obvious who it was being referred to.
Yeah. Storyteller said something about a prince.
No, that's not the... I'm
what you're
talking
referring
about
to.
the time Saragus said it.
Right. Must have forgotten that part. I was paying
Thought he
so
was
much
being
attention to
facetious.
everything else.
Doc.
I knew it.
So this is information that only you've really had so far, and I don't remember you sharing it with the rest of your group yet, but there is someone alive in the wastelands right now that is referred to as King, and he kind of killed you. Do you need further information?
I need further.
So, you were killed by the individual previously known as Silvertongue, but also now known as the King in Yellow. He's the reason you and your companions died, and not only is he the originator of the spell spawn, your previous group, it was starting to look like more and more of the war was his fault than even the FPC would admit to. He's the one who incited Project Lame Duck, which is why all of the alicorns were essentially taken out in rapid succession, as well as the heroes that you had heard about before. You were actually found out that several of the God Engine batteries that were taken from the Equestrian Monarchy were handed over rather than just taken. And many other inconsistencies. He was the one who started the spell spawn experiments, and he eventually was the one that perpetuated the war.
I'm getting the feeling that both sides are playing for the same thing. But not like a sport will in one fight.
Okay, that was really quiet and I didn't catch any of that.
From Doc.
Yeah, I know.
Moon, could you reiterate?
Yeah, I said, I feel like both sides might have been playing for the same thing, but less of like sport type thing and more of opposite sides and mutual goals.
Well, unless you share that information, I can't add anything.
I'm gonna share that information. I
Okay.
just don't feel like articulating all of it.
Okay. Pyre kind of looks at her bag, brings out the crystal that she had gotten from the vault. Yeah, you're right. What was in this crystal message that was in this crystal was saying something similar to that.
What does that have to do with them calling me a prince, though? I don't think I'm related to that in any way.
To this.
Well, if being caught up in other people's random magic problems taught me anything, I don't know, it could be some prophecy or something.
Well,
Maybe your spiritual being was somehow magically prepared. I don't know, it's magic.
you know, it wouldn't surprise me too much if I was part of some kind of prophecy. I am pretty great. You know what? Yeah, I'll take that. I don't know what this means, but I'm feeling good about it. Just, let's not go back there. I'm not feeling that good about it.
Agreed.
Uh,
Agreed.
If you want some more information, and then Doc looks around the group, anyone here who's an expert in the magical sciences, raise your hoof. Well, there's your answer. There's how much more we know.
Empire had briefly glanced at Nebula, but didn't say anything.
I know a bit about magic.
Nebula, what's your input on this?
She looks very confused and says, I have no clue what's going on either.
Don't worry, Nebula. At least we're on the same page.
This silver tongue. Keegan yellow.
Yeah, I tried to shoot him, but bullets didn't seem all too effective.
Damn. Well, that bastard definitely needs to go down somehow. Well, I suppose I'd be out of a job. I mean, he originated the spell spawn, deal with him, then go hunt down all the spell spawn. I don't have a job anymore, but, yeah, whatever.
Get a new job.
Well, there's that.
He can become a
Figure it would
god
be a
hunter.
better job pretty much by default.
Well, we probably shouldn't hang around in the nuclear wastes. Good. Start heading towards our other destination.
Okay.
As long as we're not going that way.
Yeah. We got the McMuffin. Now we just gotta wait for Sirius to actually show up and claim it. They didn't really give us a meeting spot.
Should we go find all those folks that ran off? Like, wait, Nameless. Should we find them outside, or are they just gone?
What do you mean?
Like the followers ran off, and then now Nebula's just here. Like
Nebula's been with you the whole time.
yeah.
What about the
Guys,
guys?
right now,
I'm saying
things
like
cost
should we go
still here.
find like the cultists and all that?
The Kazite is also still with you. She didn't follow you in because
Smart.
she's part of a
Smart.
very superstitious tribe.
Yeah.
The other two are just stupid.
Well, Kaz, good news. You face the gates of Tartarus, and you're walking away.
Yeah, I was asking because, like, are Coppertail and Crazy Joe just not here right now? I have to go look for them.
No, they're not that stupid. It's not exactly a good idea to be alone, even with just 2 people in the nuclear wastes.
So they were basically waiting outside.
Well, Crazy Joe was hiding under a leaf, but yes, they were waiting outside.
Good job, Crazy Joe.
Where did he find it?
Such a good
Did he
hiding
just
spot.
bring it with him?
What do you think he makes his bombs out of?
Yeah, I stopped questioning Crazy Joe a long time ago.
Nobody knows where he found a perfectly green leaf in a wasteland where majority of leaves are brown.
Besides Nebula, Crazy Joe might be the one who's gifted.
Something to keep in mind. Well, let's get going.
So I'm gonna say that you have access to the tablet with the directions on where to go, and after a bit of fiddling with it, it draws you an adventure line.
Let's go.
This is the second time that you have seen somebody get an adventure line, and the last time that it happened, Doc, they summoned a cathedral ship into lower orbit.
Yeah, Pyre kind of pokes Doc. It's just like, could you kind of look that over? Avery's been real possessive. Tanibus kind of pointed out it might be a good idea to learn what's in it, and I'd kind of like to know what's in it.
I like you
I
have
can barely operate a radio. You want me to poke around that tablet?
I like how you have a techie standing next to you, and you turn to the doctor.
Okay.
Well, he's the one currently holding it.
Doc
Or I'm assuming
reaches into
he
one of his
is.
pouches and pulls out a mouse. But it's an actual mouse. He's like, okay, how do I hook this thing up?
I just imagine Doc grabs it by the tail and starts trying to like stick its tail into like any hole he can find. Is the mouse
whoever
alive?
knows how to.
Yes.
Okay, whoever knows how to operate this thing.
Hold on. I think I almost got plugged in.
I said I could operate it before, but then he got really defensive, saying I couldn't. But I can, damn it.
Fire kind of hands it over to him.
You hand it to me?
Yeah,
Well, I guess I'll just click the spinning later.
you're the techie.
But he isn't though.
Okay, I hand it to whoever the techie is.
No, you handed it to me, and I'm gonna push random
Let him
buttons
cook.
until something happens.
Hey, you need a mouse?
Okay, can we get to the point where I
Roll a
see what's
-2 intelligence for me, Emerald.
Okay. Here we go.
Yes, you need the mouse. This is what is missing from this equation.
Yes.
I often forget who's who and who does what. Who is the techie?
That would be Rapid.
Okay,
Kinda.
she grabs it, gives it to Rapid. Please, for the love of for the love of anybody, open this up and let me read it.
This is why you gotta make sure your name matches what you can do.
I think the problem is that the mouse is hungry. Do you have cheese in your rations?
So, Rapid, you start fiddling with the tablet, and does anybody remember the information that I have already given?
I forget who you're talking to.
I remember
I
half of
don't.
it.
I
Yeah,
have
it's
it in my
leading us
notes.
to the God engine that's like ready to be activated, right?
No.
That is one of the things that's in there. It gives the names of the god engines and who their power sources are.
Yeah.
Which, to you guys, Doc knows that information specifically, but to the rest of y'all, it's a bunch of names that you have no clue who the fuck these people are.
Yeah.
The more important bit of information is the fact that it's telling you that there's a facility that you guys are headed towards that tells you more about the God Engines and their creation.
Alright.
Which is what the GPS adventure line on the tablet is leading you to.
Can you describe what the adventure line looks like? Is it like a GPS, like drawing on a map sort of situation?
Look, follow the glowing blueprint. Oh,
Because the only adventure line I've ever heard of is the Stanley Parable.
I mean, I am referencing that, but it is on the tablet. Like, it's a GPS type thing. I am not quite that literal with it, even though I probably could justify that to some extent too. But no, we're not gonna do that.
What is the percentage of the Lady of Ash at?
We're sitting at 92%.
Oh, so the timing went down. Works for me.
Did it go? What did I say last time?
Not gonna tell you it's lower this time.
Okay, fine, 98%.
Okay, it was 95.
Okay, so I'll say 97.
Oh, great.
this is why you don't scrape at the Sky God. Sky God get angry.
Yeah, you're just supposed to let him quietly make it go down accidentally.
Anywho,
Alright, something tells me we don't want this to get 100%. We should probably hurry.
Yes. Pick up the pace a bit.
so
I
you guys gonna?
I may have flunked out of school, but aren't big numbers better?
Not when the big numbers are for people who don't like you.
Yes, I'll agree on that point.
I may have flunked out of school, but I do understand if the big numbers aren't for me, then they're not good.
Yeah.
Well, at least that magical kindergarten wasn't a total hack.
Well, let's just say that I failed not based on anything anyone could control. It's just, they decided they didn't want me around anymore.
I understand. We have some associates in this group who are also a little bit special.
Crazy Joe leans over to Coppertail and whispers really loudly, "I think they're talking about you!"
Fire kind of motions over. Case in point.
See? So, do we want to, considering what I have planned for that, do we want to like just call it a short session and pin it here? Because it's going to be a lot of information on the God Engines that the cultists don't have.
Can we do the travel there so we can start next session off there instead of, walking there and then expositional?
Sure. You are going to have to spend the night in front of the gates of Tartarus, though, because how long it took you guys. So.
Doctor's going to get one of his really long poles, put a knife at the end, and with some sausages inside Tartarus.
Oh, you're gonna like roast it on the green flames?
Yeah, it makes it taste better.
Hellish sausage. Must be spicy.
Yeah, when you do that, it doesn't just cook the sausage, it vaporizes them.
Very spicy.
How does the zebra do this, but I can't? Must
What?
be some magic stuff. Also,
I asked, what zebra?
one of the people who died from my last group.
Ah,
Rest in
I
peace.
hate being reminded that your entire last group just died.
Actually, if I remember
technically they got
correctly,
turned to stone.
if I remember correctly, that one had stayed on the zebra continent, and you had picked up a deer instead.
No, now that I think about it, I think she actually just peacefully retired and was one of the only ones who really get out of,
But at least it's good to know that all your companions don't die. At least some of them survive. Come to think of it, you never really talk about them. What happened?
Oh, they got turned to stone.
Like, all of them?
Yeah, that's how I died the first time. But I got better.
How do you unstone?
With magic.
I feel like this is the point that Pyre should remind Emerald that they saw what happened.
And drew it.
I didn't.
And wrote it down.
didn't
And
see
showed you.
Oh.
Anyway, just so y'all know, you don't have to use such tiny tents. Hey, Kaz, come help me set up the big tent.
Wait, do you have a multi-person tent?
I have two 20-man tents and one 4-person tent.
What?
I have a field hospital in my wagon.
Why have you not used that for any of the times that it has been pissing rain on you guys?
Too
Because
inconvenient.
our 20% tent is huge and highly visible.
And it's
And all the wagons aren't.
Yeah, you guys
I
have
mean-
2 wagons at all times.
But I've been assuming I've been setting up my 4-person tent. No one's really been asking for anything that requires a 20-person tent. I mostly have those for field hospitals and while we're out setting up like a base camp.
I mean, given the size of one of those tents, you could probably fit the carts in the entire party in one of them comfortably if it starts pissing rain.
Exactly. And
Including the
anything that-
NPCs.
Yeah.
Builds
And anything
character.
big enough to hide all of the big things that are highly visible that is going to be even more visible than those things.
I guess the fact that the group keeps insisting on doing camouflage may have something to do with that decision, but,
Yeah, it doesn't help that we've been chased around by spell spawn on multiple occasions. Having
Yes,
them just not see us would be ideal.
In reality, doctors didn't care enough. They won't bother taking it out of the wagon.
It's a lot easier to set up a smaller tent than a bigger tent.
That's true.
Okay, this thing only takes 16 poles. If we gotta pack up in a hurry, we just knock it down and throw it all in the wagon. Gonna be a pain to set up later, but gets us out there faster with the tent.
Yeah, I don't think you could do that with such a big tent.
Exactly.
Obviously. You don't know how to use a hammer.
I was about to say, obviously you've never had to do something like that before.
I don't have a tent. So, yeah.
You can totally knock down a 20-man tent, very poorly throw it in the back of a truck, and run.
Yeah.
Did your people use tents, or did you use, like... I don't know, I don't actually know anything about your people.
Are you talking about the Kazakh?
Yeah, cause.
Ah. For some reason it sounded like you said house.
No, house is the name of the mouse.
You and your Disney references. She tells you that their group had a large number of tents that normally they could set up just ahead of the Canterlot Guardian, and he would be past them by the time they woke up and were ready to move again.
Did you ever end up learning any magic?
She pulls a face and spouts out a bunch of random magical sounding words.
Doctrix cover.
Crazy Joe looks around and says, "Somebody say something?"
Nope.
His mane
No one
has
said
turned neon green, by the way, from the kind of drab brown that it was.
Nope. Nobody said nothing.
Hey, Joe, you do something new with your mane?
He pats his head
No.
and says, "No, it's still there."
Nope. He has done absolutely nothing with his mane. Just kind of goes to talk. It's like, you really want him to learn that he possibly got his mane changed because of magic?
No, we'll just tell him that, I don't know. We probably just tell him he ate a bag rock and he'll believe it.
Okay, that works.
I like how quickly everybody's just fine with that idea.
It's not magic. It works.
Like, you never tell the crazy ones what's actually going on.
After my last grip, I agree with that statement. By the way, bullets can kill some gods. Anywho.
Suppose we should get rested. Really don't want to stay here any longer than we have to.
Yeah. I know I normally take first watch, but I'm not sure I'm gonna get any sleep tonight. We'll see about that when it comes to someone else's watch. We do in the same order?
As well.
Alright.
Doc will just be taking last instead of second to last.
Yeah, because our normal last is Pooper right
I
now.
agree. Yep.
Okay.
For my first good roll, and I'm not sure if it's gonna matter. Does anything happen?
I mean, other than the fact that everything that had been following you from Tartarus is currently at the gates of Tartarus staring at you. Not really anything out of the ordinary. Even the strange mutant creatures that inhabit the wastes, the nuclear wastes at least, aren't willing to come near this gate. The Tantipus is still there. As usual, she is sitting on the outskirts of the camp.
Yeah, I feel like Emerald is gonna. Emerald's gonna lose some games of Connect 4 to the Tantabist, because their mind is elsewhere right now. And then I guess I'll wake up next watch. I think that was...
It's Rapid.
Yeah, Rapid next. That's what I was thinking. You're up. It's just like... I know it's the same order every time, but I forget.
I still don't know how I remember.
So, Rapid, same information. Basically, the creatures that are in the gates are still trying to get to Emerald quite desperately. But other than that, all around quiet night.
Alright, I'll wake up higher. I believe he's next.
More of the same.
She is going to approach the Tempest.
It stares at you.
You doing alright?
It kind of tosses its head in a very non-committal kind of way.
Nah. Well, as you can see, looks towards the gates of Tartarus. We probably did something really stupid.
It nods.
Pyre kind of carefully brings out the amulet and shows her. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this, would you?
Despite having no facial features, you get the distinct impression that seeing that makes it sad.
That bad, huh?
It nods.
So. Right, so you knew who it belonged to.
It nods again.
Yeah. Damn. Dead?
It looks very conflicted on its answer as it starts to nod and then shakes its head, then starts to nod again, and then just kind of gives up.
So, similar to what you're in?
It shakes its head.
No, okay. She's just kind of like sitting there and thinking, oh, let me throw this out here. Anything to do with the god engines?
It waves its hooves, and then kind of like shrugs.
Not sure.
It shakes its head.
Well, it's worth a shot. I only can do so much with yes and no.
It nods
just-
at that.
Yeah, just about that amulet. Is it dangerous in the wrong hooves?
So it pauses for a few minutes before nodding slowly.
Pyre just kind of sighs, puts her face in her hoof. Damn it all. We went in there to get it for some weird critter thing that makes deals, and I do not want to give it to him. And you more or less confirm my suspicions. Got a possible out, but one way or another, I don't think he's gonna get this thing.
The Tantabus doesn't seem to have like a reply for that.
Right. Pyre kind of looks over at Nebula. She's been having a rough time. Wish I could do more for her. I just, well, I kind of have an understanding what she's going through, and it's not exactly something you talk about. Still got my own nightmares. Well, if you could do anything for her, I'd be much obliged, but, yeah, I gotta get back to my watch, and then I gotta wake up Doc. You take care.
It bobs its head.
Pyre finishes her watch and wakes up Doc.
And Doc is going to wake up Kaz. Because Kaz has cooking to do for herself. She can't be trusted with normal people's food yet.
If I remember correctly, her skill is a 12, so
That's only a 75% chance of success, because I don't think you modify it for recipe difficulty.
that's a thing?
Yeah.
I mean, in
I
theory,
mean, not
like,
recipe difficulty itself, but like the easier or harder the task, there's like penalties and like bonuses. So if something is like easy to do, it's supposed to be like a +4, and like a -4 is hard.
like that's kind of like the entire point of how the system works. Like in D&D, your character sheet has a modifier, and the DM gives you a DC. In this system, you have a DC, and the DM gives you a modifier.
You have a skill, and then the modifier is how hard it is. That, like, the entire purpose of high skills is to eat like difficulty penalties and like.
Well, yeah, I knew
Then
that
to
part.
counteract unfavorable stuff.
I didn't know there was a recipe difficulty.
I mean,
I
would
there
imagine
isn't. It's just
young,
like,
it would be harder than grilled cheese.
yeah, it's just whatever you decide to like ascribe to making beans and lard.
I was just gonna keep you doing the regular skill roll. Regardless, it was just like one of those, like, next time I have somebody that wants to be a gourmet chef in the middle of the wastes, I can hit them with penalties now. Doc is very... Oh, what the...
Practical.
There they are.
Oh, well, look at Mr. Fancy over here, just bringing them all off.
Huh. Neat.
Yeah, they're in the modifier bucket. Along with lighting things.
Doc, you're so busy cooking, you don't see anything around you. Doc, you're so busy cooking that you suck at cooking. Roll for Kaz as well.
This is why I give God a smack.
You know, Kaz did a better job at cooking than you.
She can learn.
I can't wait until Kaz gets a crit success. And then a crit fail the immediate next time.
I
I'm
still
gonna look at my food. Look at Kaz. Go, Kaz. You did good.
She's beaming at you and looks very proud of herself.
Well, don't forget. Actually, did Kaz ever finish all of those cloned, all that cloned food?
Actually, no. She was one person eating for like 5.
Hey, Kaz, you finished your clove food yet?
She looks at you and very slowly starts to like inch away with her plate.
Don't worry, we'll give it to Crazy Joe and just tell him that's, I don't know, boom powder or something like that.
You can see the relief in her face as she stops trying to escape with her food.
Sneak attack time. Add more clothes.
And I'm gonna wake up the next person and try to just cook an entirely new meal.
Well, there is no next person. You are the last watch.
I will wait on waking everyone up for a bit because time is irrelevant when the moon and sun don't have a consistent time. I'm gonna try to make another meal.
You have redeemed yourself.
I'm gonna dig a hole. I'm gonna put the bathroom in the hole. Cover it up. So we tell no one of this.
She agrees as long as Crazy Joe gets to finish off the cloves.
I'm glad we got a mutual understanding. Here, now take this pot and walk around making it some.
She does so, waking up the party in the process.
What? Food time? Okay. I'm up.
Okay.
Got anything better than cloves this morning?
Yeah, we got no cloves.
That works for me.
Are we still out of cloves?
Crazy Joe
I will attach
looks
your
up.
hoof to your forehead.
Crazy Joe looks up and says, "Mine tastes like cinnamon."
Wow, Crazy Joe, that's amazing.
Alright. Off to travel?
Yep.
It looks like it relies on me to do the survival check this time.
So because you have the line, you don't actually need to make the survival check. It's just the perception, and you will also be able to make quicker time.
Yes. The powers of magical GPS.
You got poor Rapid.
Yes, poor Rapid, who is part of your party. You can't see it, but I am grinning right now.
Of course
You are.
I can kind of hear it.
So, the rest of you were doing a pretty good job of keeping an eye out up ahead, making sure, well, Doc and Pyre were keeping an eye out up ahead. Pyre was helping pull one of the carts, giving Rapid a break. Rapid was just distracting Emerald, who the two of them supposedly being the ones keeping watch out behind. And as you guys are moving, Doc and Pyre, you decide to look out behind you. And behind you, a very familiar sight for Pyre. Doc, you remember a zebra companion of yours trying to box this thing? Even though you had just witnessed it run the fate of a spawn hunter. Say hello to the hunter as it comes barreling out of the nuclear waste as if it was not even vaguely affected by it.
Oh. Fuck. Run!
Yep. And they go.
So the two on the carts being Doc and who's being Doc and Pyre. Rapid's the other one with the cart, right? Or is it?
Rabbit has a cart.
Rapid has a cart. Does anybody remember if we had a third cart, or am I hallucinating that? Actually, I can check his inventory.
I think it was always two.
I couldn't remember if Ivory had a cart in this one.
Oh yeah, I think Ivory had like a huge fucking kit, but no cart to put it in.
Harness.
Oh, well, that's the case. I can just take the tiny wagon out of my wagon. They can have that wagon. I'm kidding.
Ah yes, baby's first wagon.
Thank you for that, man.
Looking at what is in his inventory, I'm pretty sure he has a cart.
Oh.
So I think we
Does
do
he
have
a cart. Or did he just load everything into my cart or something?
He has 3 portable toolkits.
Yeah, I know.
But they're portable.
Loser, I have 4.
Yeah, the thing is that like I'm pretty sure he's just been carrying those around, and they've just been heavy. Yeah,
You don't just carry field surgery kits.
Wait.
How are you gonna make a sterile operating field out in the field?
The main thing that makes me like,
Aren't we tech level 4? Is sterilization even a thing yet?
I think we're 5.
unless is he?
How are you gonna have a clean operating field out in
God.
the field?
No, he has it in. What is a 5 harness? Why does it say 5 harness quick drop? Is he wearing 5 harnesses?
It probably means like a 5-point load bearing harness.
Why is it said like it's just a numerical number 5, like not the word 5? Harness quick drop.
You know, like
Well, you see, Nameless. He has been grinding, and his hardest is level 5.
Nameless. You know that like weird looking harness that
No, I know what that kind
like
of
a
harness.
rucksack had.
I know that what that kind of harness is. It's just why say it 5 harness?
Probably because he forgot to put the other word in.
No, this
Because
has to be in the system because it's got the weight, the value, everything. So this is, and it's got a reference number.
What is the reference number?
HT55.
Now you got me curious.
We're gonna about to find out for sure if this is like what Moon thought it was. Like they have longer names in here. Why not just put 5 point instead of 5 harness quick drop?
TL5 harness?
Yeah.
Moon, verdict?
By the look of it, it can either be referring to a quick drop bag or a climbing harness that has the additional quick drop trait.
I'm going to assume the bag is what he at least wanted, whether or not that's actually what he picked up. So yeah, he's just carrying this shit around in a bag. 60 pounds just off of the toolkits alone. Anyways, you guys are being chased. This cart is way too casually rolling for the chase music, so we're just gonna get rid of it. You'd think that, like, the epic RPG fantasy sound pack would have, like, oh my god, let's run. But no.
No, because modern fantasy TTRPGs are built off of D&D, and D&D running is never, like, the option.
Yeah, it's always murder or die. Or bard. There's also always bard.
You know, the funny thing is, it does not fit, that description does not fit my campaigns, but we'll roll with it.
Yeah. Where were we? Oh yes, running. What are the chase mechanics now, Nameless?
One of these
days running mechanics.
One of these days, I will remember to actually write this shit down. For my
Can you say it like you're offering a fine wine?
No, I'm not going to do that. That's more effort than I want to put in it.
But you thought about it.
I did think about it. So for my 2 cart pullers, roll health and strength. Good job.
Success and success.
Oh, why do I roll twice? Oh, but I feel about the same.
Consistency,
Made one
Doc.
joke
Consistency. Good job. Not only
I'm
that,
many things.
you rolled.
I'm a doctor, and I'm consistently bad at strength.
You also rolled almost the exact same thing.
I didn't roll the exact same thing.
Yeah, no, like 6,
It's
3,
just
3.
a different order.
Fuck. Doc over here trying to be the statistical anomaly.
Well, I'm already a normal anomaly.
So, for the 2 not pulling the cart, we're gonna have you 2 and Nebula, and you 2, Nebula, and the Kazite riding in the carts. You can do things to attempt to slow down the hunter. Which, by the way, bullets will slow it down a little, but not damage it.
Yeah, only one that could do that is currently pulling the wagon.
And I would point out that it's resistant to those.
Excuse
True.
me, what's chasing us again? You just described it as the hunter. Do I know what that is?
Is that supposed to be Lord of the Hunt?
No,
Okay.
Okay, something else.
I believe.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So you have access to the Legends of the Equestrian Wastes book as well, and the hunter is in there.
Oh.
Basically, he's what hunts the spawn hunters.
Oh.
Yeah,
Good thing we have one of those.
No,
Yeah.
not good thing you have one of those.
Ah, yes, sarcasm. My favorite.
Sorry, missed the sarcasm.
Yeah, fair enough. We're running.
Yeah.
What the hell am I supposed to do against that thing? I guess I'll shoot at it.
So help me, you throw the whiskey, I will shoot you myself.
So, like I said, you can try and shoot him, or you can grab something to throw, but you're gonna have to talk to the rest of your group because you can't just throw their inventory at it.
I can do what I choose. I shoot at it.
So roll to hit. You have done a hit. Go ahead and roll damage anyways. Is yours
Abilities.
single shot?
Yes. I put like too many points into certain things because I was concerned that I would be underleveled when I made this character.
Yes, and even after I helped you, you were not too keen on being a little better at a wider variety of things.
I mean, I couldn't think of anything else to put points into, and I still felt like 16 was going to be important. Like, 14 would have been fine. But also, that wouldn't have been a lot of extra points.
Not really. Anywho. You are able to slow it a little bit. Rapid, would you like to also?
Yes. I will do a shooty shoot. I don't know if there's any point in me rolling damage, I guess. Or a scale of how much oomph.
It's nice to see the big numbers come out.
Figure out how much shit you shoot.
You did not shoot very well on the damage side of things.
No.
Look at all those 1s and 2s.
Oh, whoops, didn't mean to click that.
Well, that one was
That's
better.
a normal roll.
That one was better, but you know.
But it's not canon.
Even if it was canon, this thing is pretty much immune to most damage. But it continues to. You do slow it a bit because, you know, it may not take much damage, if any, from being hit with a bullet, but it's still being hit with a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
So you may not be terribly phased by somebody slapping you in the arm, but you're still gonna stop to take notice.
Yeah, still has the weight of a rifle round going pretty fast.
Yeah.
Inertia and all that.
So.
Next round.
Yep. Emerald, by the way, you are on Doc's cart with the Kazite.
I'm not. Okay.
Well,
That was
Doc is
Health
currently
Strength.
pulling his cart, and
Yeah.
Pyre is pulling Rapid's cart.
Why are you on the back of my car? Hop off, pull faster.
Made the health, failed the strength.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Doc, I forgot to mention, with the fail, you lose a fatigue point.
Oh, thank you.
If you
Okay.
pass, you do not. And as usual, spending a fatigue point can be used for super effort. Or whatever you want to call it.
Be better. That's what I'm gonna call it. Good point.
So,
You still need to make yours, Doc.
yeah.
Yep.
You lose a another fatigue point, but you do manage to keep even with where you were from last round.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not an athlete.
Who the hell's Jim?
I don't have a gym?
No, you have a Joe. Who is currently somehow managing to outpace everyone.
Of course he is.
Joe, if you help me pull the wagon, I'll give you an extra thing of whiskey.
you want to try hooking him up right now?
I mean,
No, if I die, we'll lose the whiskey.
that is true because you're carrying all of the. Pretty much. I'm pretty sure you're carrying pretty much all of the food supplies.
I believe he is.
Yeah.
So, may not want to stop to switch harness. So, the other two in the back, are you going to attempt to continue shooting at the hunter? Death.
And taxes.
Who were you addressing exactly?
I said
Both
the
of you.
other two. That would be you and Rapid.
Mm,
Oh. Sure, I'll shoot at it again.
shooty.
My gun, I've got like a single oh wait. I almost forgot that my gun has multiple bullets in it. Oh, there we go.
Crit success.
Critical.
How does crit work, like, damage-wise? I forgot.
It's a guaranteed hit. And then
There's also a
you can
crit
roll
table.
on a crit table.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, this thing is immune to damage anyways. So
You-
just improvise something.
Do
I
it
guess.
anyways.
Oh,
Yeah, so
what
that was
crit
me.
table?
Make a Molotov out of the ether.
Wait, hold on.
Ha,
Is
here
is it in the compendium?
I rolled a 14.
Roll
I have no idea what-
tables. Let's see.
Critical hit table, 556. What you roll?
14.
Waiting for Moon.
There we go. If any damage penetrates damage reduction, treat it as if it's a major wound, regardless of the actual injury inflicted.
Okay, so
Roll damage. And if you have multiple shots you can fire, I'm pretty sure that a critical success of made by 10 is all of the shots that you can fire.
I've got a 6-shooter, but like a big ass 6-shooter.
Hold on. Let me,
I cannot fire it multiple times in one turn.
What's your rate of fire for RLF?
That's not on my sheet.
yes, it
I
is.
think it's 1.
It is on your
It's
sheet.
1?
It's 4.
So you can shoot 4 shots around.
Wait, no, that's... What is that? Oh, no, that's recoil. So, yeah, he's right. It is an ROF of 1. But it is on your sheet. If you look where it says ranged weapons.
I'm just looking in all the wrong places. Rate of fire 1, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the recoil of 4, yeah.
Which also, your pistol skill and your Colt level are different somehow.
I have no idea what that is.
Because your pistol skill is 16 and your level for your Colt is 15.
It hasn't mattered yet, I don't think. But I have no idea why. Oh, I think I know why. I think it's because it doesn't I didn't specifically put it in my sheet that this specific gun is one I'm trained with. So it's treating it as an unfamiliar pistol. I think that's what's going on. So I feel like that's something to be disregarded as like an error.
That's
again,
something
it
I
hasn't
don't feel
mattered
like
yet.
thinking about right now. We'll worry about it later.
Yeah.
So it does appear that you hit it somewhere that it felt it a little more, as it actually takes a tumble. And for the sake of brevity, and because I'm pretty sure the dog has pissed on the floor at this point, I'm going to time skip the rest of this to. It's just 2 days.
Oh, this thing has been chasing us for 2 days.
More that you guys get out of the chase and make it. It's about 2 days worth of travel. More like a day and a half, actually, honestly, with the adventure line, because it was you guys would get 3 spaces, and there was like 2 more to get to your destination, and then we'll pin it here.
Yeah, he just did not like that shot.
But
What can I say? I'm a good at shot.
For those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you just enjoyed that and would like to see more of it, then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch. Please follow on Twitch. We are so close. We're at single digits for getting to 100 followers. So
9 more.
tell your friends, tell your family, share it everywhere. Other than that, we will be.
If you're the 100th follower, Needles will sing you a little song.
Actually, that's going to be part of the subathon, is like if they hit a certain amount of bits or something like that, I will pick a song to sing, probably extremely drunkenly.
I'm not sure that's how subathons work, but alright.
It is now.
It is, looking at the subathons that Twitch does, that is kind of how it works. They make me sing, taking shots, things like that.
As long as you have a system and they can give you money to make stuff happen, then I don't feel like there's a problem.
That is what is going to end up happening, and both campaigns are going to suffer for it. We will probably end up doing one-shots where I have characters thrown at you guys, and they get to decide certain things happening.
Fun.
Oh wait, that session is going to be part of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I decided that because we kind of missed the 4-year anniversary, if I'm doing the subathon, might as well do it for both the campaigns as well. The only stream gonna be unaffected by the subathon will be the podcast, because that's just not something that I can fuck with it like that.
Yeah, that seems. Yeah, that's special. It's like episodic, and I don't feel like. Yeah, I agree with you there.
But as far as the campaigns, I'm in charge of those, and you guys are at my mercy. So we may do some weird shit. We will see the return of the wild magic table that had Nez loudly narrating his thoughts to the world.
Yes.
And having a little theme tune for him too. But
if I ever get that again, I'm gonna need to have the voice mod thing so I can start playing my own music.
But other than that, we will be back for Lost Memories tomorrow. Moon will be joining us once again as Otto. And I will probably be doing some streaming tomorrow before that, if I'm being honest. other than that, I hope everybody has a great afternoon, and don't forget to drink water.
Hydrated,
Bye,
hydrated.
everyone.
Well, the bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown. We'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.